what the heck am I doing in this world? And what is the Wizzax Warriors all about? Well, do you ever find yourself wondering, what the heck am I doing? Like, what am I going to do? What am I doing? What am I even doing? I've been struggling with this actually since I was a child. I always did really well in school. I was always pretty good at anything I tried and usually liked pretty much everything I tried. So I always struggled with trying to decide, well, what do I want to do? People would ask, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, I'm not sure. A lot of things. I want to do everything, be everything. Well, let's fast forward. I got married and I started working construction because I didn't really have a career or anything yet. And I was like, well, I need to make money. I'm married now. So I got into construction and got going on that. But I always knew that wasn't the thing. And so on the side, I'm studying other stuff. I got into the markets. I started investing. What the heck are you doing investing when you don't even have any money? That was a really bad idea. But everyone's saying, hey, this is the way to go. This is the way to wealth. It's what all the wealthy people do, right? So I managed to scrape together 10 grand a number of times and quickly blew it, following this guru and this program and that program, and spent a lot on education, all education that I didn't properly follow, and I didn't have the proper mindset to succeed. And I tried lots of things, lots of other things as I went about, always doing something to make money, doing the construction, doing instrument repair. I've taught music lessons, but I knew I don't really just want to be a music teacher, although I like teaching music. That was one of the most fulfilling things, teaching children, by the way. But anyway, so eventually, after trying all kinds of things, once I get the inspiration, along with my friend, to build the Wizzax, as you know. And so we start going on that. It's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's build it. It doesn't exist. It solves a problem. And it did. And we've gone for year after year after year, refining it, making it better, creating what we have now, a very functional product. It works really well. It definitely solves a problem, but it hasn't brought any money to us. So here to this day, now I have a company, we have this product, but I'm still certainly not wealthy, still struggling, raising my family. And so what am I going to do? And as I'm in this, as I've spoken of recently, I was with some mentors in a room full of millionaires and multimillionaires as I'm learning how to market, how to build a business. And as people are walking around and they're networking and they're talking to each other and saying, well, what do you do? Well, I'm a financial advisor. Well, what do you do? Well, I'm a teacher. Well, what do you do? What do you do? Everyone's asking what they do. And they ask me, and I'm like, well, I own a musical manufacturing company. I've invented a musical product. It's called the Wizzax. It's a microphone that goes on your guitar. And, everybody's like, oh, wow, well, that's really cool. Wow. How's that going? And hey, it's going great. We got this product and everything. Though we haven't found the market yet. I haven't discovered the marketing, finding the people to purchase the Wizzax, that niche market, the people that want to get away from the headset. First of all, you got to be a singing guitarist and you want to get away from the microphone stand. You've tried headsets, you hate them. And so the Wizzax is the perfect answer. But it's not so easy to find needles in haystacks. Even when there's millions of them, it's a really big haystack. So anyway, as I'm being instructed and encouraged that you need to be yourself, market you. What is it that you do that's unique about you, that's really great, your unique superpower that solves a problem, that you have something that you can help people with in a unique way, something that they really need. And I'm like, well, it's the Wizzax. I created the Wizzax. I created a product. No, that's not it. And so what is it? And it hit me while I was over there. At one point when I was showing it to somebody, I'm thinking, well, what's my greatest creation? What's my greatest value to offer this world? And I pull it up on my phone. It's like, it's the Wizzax, look. And as I was walking away from this particular individual, it really hit me. It's like, is that really your greatest creation? Is that really the grandest thing that you have to offer this world? The Wizzax, the device. And, you know, it could get taken away from you, you know. First of all, you've just been chasing millionaires, trying to find an investor, right, to come in and make this thing happen. And let me tell you, what a joke that endeavor is. And I hate it. And I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not chasing millionaires. I'm not chasing investors. I'm not looking for investors. Others in the company maybe still are, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm looking for you, the potential customer. Although I'm probably not talking to anyone that's interested in purchasing a Wizzax right now. But the point is, it hit me that, you know, somebody could build a better Wizzax. Somebody could find a way around our patent and just build another version that's a bigger company that has more means, and they could take off a lot quicker. There's a million ways that this could just get taken away from me. And is that really your greatest creation? Is that really the greatest thing that you've done in this world? And of course, the answer is no. Clearly not. Of course not. My greatest creation is my family. It's my children, my family. And when people see that, they never cease to be amazed. You know, and so I started showing people that, like, what's your greatest creation? And it's like, boom, here it is, my family, check them out. And they're all beautiful, and they're holding instruments, and they all sing and dance, and they're super talented. You know, that's my greatest creation. It absolutely is. Nobody ever ceases to notice that my children are exceptionally good looking, that they're exceptionally talented. They're all intelligent. They're all really well behaved. They're well mannered. They're just good kids. And that doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't. You know, and I have always struggled with, you know, giving myself credit. Of course, my wife deserves credit too. Both of us working together are what has been responsible for the family that we've created. And it's an amazing, amazing family. And I realize that families and children are who I really wish to serve. Children, the children yet to be born, the children that are being raised today, and the parents that are struggling with raising them and wanting to create a better life and a better family life, and for their children to be happier and to have a better world. And now my children certainly aren't perfect. They have all the same struggles as every other kid. They're still wondering what they want to be when they grow up, because they're also really good at a lot of things, you know, but they're really good kids, and it's a really good family, and I have a lot to offer there. And how did I do it? It's through some very simple principles. I Wizzaxed my family. In essence, that's how it went. And in a previous video, I discussed what the Wizzax means. The Wizzax is the wizard for your axe. You're connecting with the inner wizard inside of you, and using that inspiration in your axe, which is the thing you're doing in this world. So you connect with the wizard, and then you go out and you start chopping wood, and things happen. And that's how I've done it. It's always been very simple. My children were homeschooled. They were home birthed, but I didn't take a bunch of home birthing classes. I didn't take a bunch of, you know, we've never used the curriculum specifically with raising our kids, and I'm not some education expert. And raising them all through our lives, it's been really simple principles, like KISS, K-I-S-S, keep it simple, stupid. Less is more. You always have everything you need around you. That's a principle that has come back over and over. Just being a good person, being fair as a parent, looking at yourself before blaming others, you know, being self-responsible. Simple things like that, and really focusing that in on every aspect of our lives. And the result is my family and my children. And I realized that's what the Wizzax Warriors are about. As my children haven't gone to school, they were born at home, they've been homeschooled their entire lives. They're very much entrepreneurial minded. I seriously doubt that they're just going to be employees the rest of their lives, because they all want to do great things. This is kind of the natural result of raising your family outside of the system. So I'm sure there's a lot of you, I know there's a lot of you out there who are either in the process of home birthing, homeschooling, or you've already done some home births and you're homeschooling your children, you're raising your children, you want to bring your children outside the system, you already have your children outside of the system, and you're looking around and there's not a lot of support around you. You kind of maybe feel somewhat isolated. Maybe you're just looking for some support, some mentorship because you want to succeed, and it's really important. As it was with me, I always knew the most important thing that I'm ever going to do is to raise my children and raise them the very best I can. And I put my heart and soul into doing that. And though I haven't been perfect, my results are pretty dang good. And like I said, I've done it through Wizzaxing our life, Wizzaxing our family. And so this is what the Wizzax Warriors is going to be about. And now, how is that going to sell Wizzaxes? That's a great question, and I'm not sure. But as I go within and contact the wizard within, as we call it, I get that you just need to go out and be authentically you and present that which your greatest value to the world, the thing that you've already accomplished. You've already walked that path and already have a result that others are looking for. Maybe others are struggling with. Maybe they're having a real problem and you have the solution. That is what you need to talk about. That's what you need to present. And that's also what I'm going to teach you how to do as in the Wizzax Warrior membership, living the Wizzax Warrior way. That's what it's all about. Wizzax your life, contact your inner wizard, and then get out there and start chopping wood until it happens. Pretty soon that tree is going to fall. And no matter what guru you follow or what mentors you find or what books you read or what classes you study, the world is always going to just keep throwing you curveballs. It's always different. That's one thing I've learned. With each of my children, the birth experience was different, and no book could have prepared me for every circumstance. And I have 11 children. The first one, I didn't do so great with. I really can't take any responsible for raising her, because myself and her mom, we didn't work out from the very beginning, unfortunately, and she decided to leave the state with my blessings to go find her dreams. And now, thankfully, my oldest daughter, who's around 28 now, has come back into our lives recently, and I'm so grateful for that. And she's also an amazing person. Thankfully, was raised by a good woman, and her family on that side was awesome people, her grandmother and grandfather and the people she had around her. Anyway, I digress. The point is, no, I'm not perfect, but I've learned a lot. And if you're struggling, or you just want some support, some mentorship, you want to have a group of people who are going along the same path, maybe you might even be interested in teaching your children how to play music or how to have a family band, because that's one of my greatest avenues of connection with my children, is when you can create with them. And my area of expertise in creation is also music, and helping children learn in a natural way, learn everything in a natural way, including music. Believe it or not, there's a very natural way that's not at all like the standard academic path. So it's the Wizzax way, the Wizzax Warrior way. And again, it leads to empowered people who know who they are and who are bringing forth their greatest value to the world, because that's what this world needs. That's what humanity needs today. That's what the good side needs, so that we can come out, be who we are, shine our lights, and make this world beautiful. So keep an eye on things. I'm going to be looking for those founding members of the Wizzax Warriors very soon. I hope you'll be one of them. We'll talk in just a bit.